What is going on, my mad people? It's your boy, the Madcrownxox on Manime, and I'm here to review the first episode of Madcrownxox. Okay, let's be straight here. I just got back from vacation, literally just got back, and I thought today to relax. Then until I checked my calendar, and apparently I thought it was coming out tomorrow, but no, it's actually coming out today. Madcrownxox came out today, and I'm like, well, so much for relaxing today. So I immediately went down, watched the episode, then I go out to the store, get something, and now I'm back. So yeah, I'm here now, here to give you my first impression on Madcrownxox episode 1. I haven't read this in a long time, actually, to give you the truth, so I have bits and pieces of memory. But let's talk about, I have a lot to talk about this episode, about the people in this episode. I know there's harsh bullying in the world, but what this girl went through, Asagiri, seems kind of unrealistic. I understand this is a manga set in a fictional world with magic and everything, but the way the people acted felt so unreal that it made no sense. In fact, this will be the first time I've seen something like this. I mean, this girl named Asagiri, she seems to live a very miserable life. As in, she has nothing good going for her. She thinks of suicide every single day. But then again, it's like, whoa, the edge. The freaking edge. The episode starts off her by the railroads with a bunch of people. And she feels like at the train coming, she visions herself about to jump in front of the train and end it all. But she checks out. And the first thing you see is this. No one cares. People just walks away and people are like, get up, I don't need this in the morning. Like, really? That's all you care about? And then later on, she gets bullied by people at school, these stupid girls who have nothing better to do with their miserable lives. So they pick on this girl. I mean, they put razors in her shoe, they put glue on her seat and her desk. And the teacher was there, and he sees this, but he doesn't seem to care. And it's the fact that the teacher don't seem to care about anything. The thing I have to complain about the writing in this story so far is people's reaction to this girl's suffering. I know there's times where teachers ignore bullying a lot on a mass scale. That's the reason why there's so many bad things happening in school. But the way it's going is usually it's behind the teacher's back, so the teacher has no proof about it, and some other things. This is happening right in front of the teacher, happening right in front of other people, but no one seems to care. This seems so unrealistic to the point that it kind of disturbs me in the show. I understand you're trying to go through a dark tome here, but at least give it a little bit of sense. I understand this girl's supposed to go through some very harsh reality, but the way you're having her go through it with the people around her, it makes no sense at all for people not have not little 1 ounce of sympathy. I know someone in that school would try to do something. And apparently the people that are bullying her, the 3 bullies, the whole school knows about it. These people are bullies. I guess they're so bad to the point that they don't even care. Like, they just stay out of their way because they're dangerous, I guess. They don't even look like they're gang members. So I'm surprised the school wants to have the 3 bullies. It's ridiculous. Especially in a Japanese school that's based off of respect and manners. And especially how that shows your reputation of a school. If someone's getting that badly bullied, usually, superintendents be all up in that case right now saying, try to get this straightened up automatically. The fact that this is still going on makes no sense. So I know I'm supposed to get on with the story, but I'm still so much stuck on the people that the writer has put. Because after going through the first chapters and everything I did reread this, the first chapter only, and it makes no sense how the people in this world don't pay attention to Asagiri and her suffering. I mean, this gets so bad to the point that this girl was about to be raped in the middle of this episode. That's right, this girl was about to be raped. And I'm like, really? You girls are that bad that you just hire some guy to go. Apparently they do know this guy. They even call him senpai. And he was just there, like, he's okay with this. He don't think there's nothing wrong with these girls or nothing. He's all in it. And it even goes to home. Even at home, where it seems like the father and mother are okay with her, they don't do anything to her. But however, I realize that the father doesn't seem to pay attention to her, or at least doesn't care about her. In fact, the only thing the father talks about is the older son, and it seems like he's pushing a lot of pressure on the older son. He thinks the world of the older son, that he has to be the best that he can be, and even beyond. And this is one of the things that do seem realistic. I have seen this and heard about this a lot in Japan, where when you're the oldest person, the parent will always have huge expectations for you being something good in life. So of course he's being dealt with a lot of pressure and stress. However, the way he releases stress is just so disgusting. He beats on his sister, and she lets it happen. She lets it happen, man. He's tied up, he's punching on her and kicking her in the gut and stuff, and he just gets his rocks off on it, beating up his sister. And the mom is so blind. She probably knows about it, won't say anything about it. The dad probably just doesn't care about her, because to her, she's just someone that lives there, because all he cares about is the son and building his son to become a perfect human being, apparently. So I'm looking at this and like, yo, this world's really messed up. If this really is how some things go on in Japan, it makes you wonder if this is the reason why there's so many suicides in Japan. Could this be the reason why it's how so many people are ignored with their extreme bullying or the extreme pressure that they have at home to the point it leads them to suicide? This probably is one of the reasons why there's so many suicides in Japan. Probably. But I can't get this off an anime, but it just makes me want to think. It can't be just be depression. That depression has to come from somewhere in that person's life. It could be at school, and it could be at home, and that's where it usually starts. The father is putting too much pressure on his son, so the son's beating up the girl takes it in, and because of that, she was raised to be like that, so therefore other people pick on her as well. So she's just this piece of scum you find on the street to everybody else. So anyway, she gets herself on a site. I don't even know what this creature is. Like, I'm looking at this thing, it looks like some little girl from the Magical Girl site with this ugliest face I've ever seen, and says, would you like to become a Magical Girl? Apparently they're hunting out people who have misery. So in this anime, expect a lot of the magic characters having tragic backstories. Just expect that, because seeing how this is, that most of the girls go through something, because you always see Sagiri's face. She has wrinkles and bags in her eyes. She has a sad, miserable look, like she's just on the brink of ending it all. And so more likely, remaining characters that will show up in a show will pretty much have miserable and traumatic backstories. So prepare for some edge. So she gets this gun, and apparently this gun, whoever you aim it at, first I thought it just evaporates people, but no, it puts them into death scenarios. For instance, say someone's bullying you and you shoot the gun at them, they'll disappear, but however, it'll put them in a situation where they're immediately to die, pretty much. Because as the guy that was about to rape her, when the bullies were coming after her, she shoots the gun and they get hit by a train. So in a way, it's kind of like Death Note in a way, so we don't have to write. Since this is a theory of Death Note, and probably even Hellgirl, and when I was watching this and even reading it, I really had this Hellgirl feel about it. Where you see most of the time in Hellgirl, you see these people, mostly girls, being in these miserable situations, and there's no one there to help them. So they go on the Hellgirl site, and they pretty much has ice and the person off to hell, but however, in return, when they die, they also have to go to hell as well. So it makes you wonder, in Magical Girl's sight, is there a price to be paid for having this power? Sure, they're miserable, so probably have their lives better. They're probably going to have to sacrifice something. I'm guessing, looking at the beginning and how they're always bleeding from their eyes and mouths, is probably their life source, their span, or something like that. And that's probably the price that they have to pay for this. After near the end, of course, she chickened out. Of course, no matter how much you hate somebody, if you kill somebody, you are going to have a extreme shock about it. You're going to feel some scared, like this is something you shouldn't have done. So, and when the bullies believe that she did it and are on the verge of killing her, the world happened. That's right, that secondary character, Yasamaru comes in, showing up, just like Neo. Apparently she can stop time, but as you see from her, she is bleeding from her mouth. So I guess when she uses her power, she also loses better of her lifespan source as well. So I thought this very interesting. My thought on this is like, the creators from Hellgirl decide, hey, you know how Hellgirl had 4 seasons and stuff? Let's give it a Magical Girl theme this time. And, you know, man, so far, this is the edgiest thing I've seen so far in a long time. Like, I haven't seen someone get this harshly bullied in anime. Like, I've seen people get bullied tons of times in anime, but not like this. This was just out there. The creators really were going for something interesting. I'm excited to review this, actually. I've been needing my Edge and my Magical Girl anime of the season to talk about, and this is it right here. So, I'm not going to think it's beyond like top 10 chart lists, but it's going to catch a lot of people's attention because that Edge first episode, that impact is going to make it all worthwhile. So, I am excited for the show. I can't wait to see what else happens next, and I hope you guys do. Tell me how you feel about Magical Girl's site. Is it everything you expected, or is it more, or like they're trying too hard? And I did feel like they're trying a little too hard, but nonetheless, at least they're trying. So that's all I got for this video. I hope you enjoy it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and also hit the notification button so you get more of my videos. This is Madcrownxox, signing out.